chosen ones, empaths, and all the genuine souls out there. I'm aware that many of you are in the trap of looking at the narcissist social media that was involved in your life after the relationship ends, and it's understandable. It's a natural inclination that you look at their social media, you try to keep up to date with what they're doing. It's not necessary that you've seen a new supply yet. You may have done, but you need to understand that the narcissist, regardless if you are discarded or you cut the narcissist off, excuse me, they've got an agenda to make you jealous, to make you feel inadequate, to make you feel like you don't matter. Okay, that's what it is. It's all smoke and mirrors, but really, in reality, they're actually hyper focused on you. All right, this is deception to the fullest extent. You need to understand that the narcissist involved in your life, when they, throughout the duration of the relationship, they were able to deceive you, and they're still doing the same now. All right. Many of you might have stopped looking at the social media now. Okay, but some of you might still be looking at as you're listening to this video. Nevertheless, it can leave a stain on your mind, even for those of you that have stopped looking now. And what I want to try and address is this: what you saw, whether it was a new supply, them parading around, living their best life, looking glamorous, looking like this, after the relationship ended, this was, their energy was hyper focused towards you. All of their intentions were to make you jealous, to make you feel inadequate, to make you feel less than, to mess with your self-esteem, to mess with your confidence, to invalidate you. They have a conscious awareness that you will be looking. All right, they don't give you the closure you need. They leave you in limbo. They can leave you depressed, lovesick, where you are wishing for back then. You're wishing for the relationship that you had back then, and they just go in the opposite direction and want to make you feel like you don't matter. All right. But in reality, the narcissist has realized pretty quickly with these new supplies that life isn't what they planned and expected it to be. Life hasn't worked out the way they thought it would. So the best thing they can get is making you feel like the opposite, making you feel like they have been dealt a good hand and life is working out with them. They're okay with that. Okay, that's what you need to embrace. They're okay. If you're under the impression and the false pretenses that they're living their best life without you, they're happy. All right, it doesn't really matter that they're not. All right, it does matter, but I mean, it doesn't, like, they're more concerned with impression that they leave on people and what people think of them, rather than what is actually really happening. Sorry, excuse me. So they go to this fullest extent to make you jealous, to make you insecure, but really, you have to see that all this effort that they go to is really because life has gone downhill. All right, they've realized with these new supplies that the new supplies aren't on your level. They've realized this pretty quickly. All right, and that's why sometimes they don't even necessarily reveal the new supply. A lot of you might look on their social media and you're not seeing a new supply, and that's to keep you stuck. And really, their last hand is to reveal the new supply. And what I want you to see is, when you see these new supplies on social media, It can even be in person. All right. When you see these new supplies, it's you can see through it. They're generally not happy. All right. I've spoken to many people that have seen through this as well. You can actually look upon their social media, or you can see them parading around the street. They're not content. They're miserable, and they are miserable with these new suppliers. They're actually miserable. All right, and all they're focused on is leaving you under the impression that life's better without you. That's all they want you to believe. All right, so they go to the fullest extent to make you feel like life's better without you. That's all they're focused on. All right, and I'm telling you that if you can see this, all right, you can see in the in the posts on social media, you can see they've put so much effort into it to get ready, to make themselves look pretty or beautiful or handsome, and you can see it's just all deception. All right, they may have used filters or all of these effects or all of this makeup if it's a woman, right, or all of this false, just fraudulent fraudulent ways of presenting themselves, making out that they're living their best life. And you can really see this, and that's what I'm trying to instill in you, is for you to see this within them. Because really what I want all of you to do is, I want you to all have something within you that if you've seen them with a new supply, okay, please let that be the deal breaker. All right, let that be the deal breaker, because you got to understand that the narcissist isn't expecting a reaction from you. When they've been doing all of these things along the way after the relationship ended, the posts, parading in the street like they're living their best life, they're expecting a reaction from you. They're expecting you to say, hey, what are you doing? How did you move on so quickly? Blah 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 blah. Like, they're expecting you to do that, and if you don't do that, all right, you don't contact them. You leave them to it. All right, you let them, fester in the mess they've created. All right, you let them do that. They feel unsatisfied. Of course, you've got to understand that all of this effort they've put in these social media posts, in this parading around the street, in finding the new supply to make you jealous, is to antagonize you, is to bait a reaction from you, is to get you to chase, is to get supply from you still. That's what they're after. They're still after supply from you. So don't give it to them. All right? I'm telling you, 100%, people don't get over people that easily, narcissist or not. And the narcissist is not exempt from this. And this is something that a lot of people misunderstand, that they think the narcissist is cold, callous, and has no feelings, when in reality they're very emotional, they're very unstable, and they do have a lot of feelings. They're very sensitive, okay? Their feelings get hurt. And by you not reacting in the way they expect you to react, this is going to bring them down. They're living a miserable life now, all right? Life is not working out for them. The new supply is not working out for them. They may have revealed it to you, they may not have, but it's not working out for them. And they're aware that they've lost the potent supply source in you, okay? They don't know how to build the bridge back to you. They don't know how to reconcile in the right way. Even the ones that do pretend to try and reconcile or say sorry and apologize, it's just manipulation and, snakish behavior to try and infiltrate your life once again. All right? So please understand, don't believe the facade. The narcissist is really living a miserable life without you, and it's hyper focus on trying to make you jealous. You've become a person in their life now, or someone who's on the periphery, someone who's on the outside of their life. their everyday life, who they want to make jealous, who they want to put through pain. And that's what the agenda is. Please see through this. Don't let it hurt you, and let this be a deal breaker. Once you see them with a new supply, you can never let them back. I want all of you to adopt that moral standpoint that they've been with someone new. You're not going to get into a competition. You're not going to compete for their attention. You're not going to meet up with them behind the new supply's back. Right? You got to understand that. All right? The relationship is over from once you see them with a new supply. The relationship was over anyway. But once you see them with a new supply, that's the real deal breaker. That's the tip of the iceberg. Okay? Please let all of you adopt that and try to see beneath the veil. You can see beneath the veil. They're not sincere. All right? They're masters of deception. They're masters of deception. They want to make you jealous. And that's all it's about. They're hyper focused on antagonizing you and making you upset. So anyway, thanks for listening today. I really appreciate the support. Please book a session if you'd like to. You may donate or support to the channel if you want to. Check out the spiritual channel for more content. My podcast is now on Spotify. All links you need are in the description box below. If you'd like access to over 100 exclusive videos, daily uploads and custom video requests, join my membership program at zionmembership.com. Links also in the description box below. There's a 3-day free trial and you can cancel at any time. All content is made by me with no ties to any organization or university. Your support truly keeps us going. I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.